I look at everything, for better or for worse, or true or false, through that lens of the system of white supremacy. I look at everything like that because I came to that conclusion over a long period of decades because I was trying to disprove. I say, well, now, this is something that maybe the white supremacists don't have anything to do with. For decades, I tried to do that. I deliberately tried to do that because I didn't want to believe, like a lot of black people tell me now, Mr. Fuller, you sometimes, give the white supremacists too much power. And I've often thought about that, and I was saying, well, I would hope that they are not the greatest force on this planet among the people when it comes to deciding what people do or don't do. I would hope that that's not true. And I'm going to always try to find situations where that's not true. But it turned out that it's always true. It's always them. I don't care what the scenario is. They will plant a bomb, and then they will accuse somebody else of planting the bomb.
Right.
And then not only that, they will go and find the bomb because they planted it, all right, and dig it up and say, we got it before it killed anybody. They got every type of scenario that you can name. But they are always behind whatever is going to be harmful for non-white people. This is the criteria. Okay. You just ask one question. Is there any non-white people that were harmed, whether it was 9/11 or whether it's bombs being dropped in Syria or whether it's poison gas being used, somewhere in the Congo or whatever? You just want to know one thing. Was any non-white people, black people,
brown people? Did you say the same thing about Japan and Hiroshima and all that?
Anything since the beginning of white supremacy is a white supremacist plot.
Okay.
Anything that's harmful to non-white people. Why? Logically speaking, I'm talking about following the logic, not emotion.
Okay.
I'm talking about following the logic. We only have one system of government on the planet. That's the government of white supremacy. So logically speaking, anything that happens during the existence of that government, whether it's plus or minus, is because that government made that decision. So now anything that's harmful to the non-white people on the planet, black, brown, red, and yellow, it's the white supremacists' fault. They're in charge. Just like running a slave ship, which is what the planet is. And anything that happens to the slaves on a slave ship is the fault of the captain of the ship. That's just the way that works. And that's all. Keep it simple, because it is simple. It's not complicated at all. But the white supremacists know how to make it complicated. All these people, those people, President Obama, if he hadn't done this, if he hadn't done that, President Obama is not in charge of anything, including his own household.